Vanessa is a pirate of the high seas with an impressive haul of loot to show for it, but all that looting isn't easy. She needs all the firearms and firepower she can get her hands on to become the unquestionable queen of the seas, choosing aggression to beat down any opponent in her way. Vanessa came to the Bazaar because she owes a large debt to the monarch of her world, and the intergalactic marketplace provides the best chance for her to finally pay up and be free of the bounty on her head. With little left to lose, she is ruthless on the marketplace as well as on the seas. Her time is limited as she looks to conduct her business as quickly as possible. If you should find yourself at the end of her cutlass or staring down the barrel of her musket, you had better hope the sandstorms arrive quickly to save you from her wrath. Vanessa's most common playstyle is that of the aggressor. She has no unique mechanic per se, unless you count her extensive use of ammo in a lot of her items. Instead, she is a ball of ruthless aggression, with many different combinations of damaging weapons to defeat your opponents quickly. If you come from traditional card games, you might feel like you're playing aggro or beatdown with the pace that she likes to fight at. But be warned, the classes of the Bazaar are all pretty evenly matched at all stages of the game, so even Vanessa will need careful planning and the perfecting of her synergies. The most common collection of weapons that Vanessa makes use of is her small weapon arsenal. In the game of the Bazaar, you have a limited amount of board space, and many items are huge, taking up large swathes of this. Vanessa can excel at the use of only the smallest items, however, firing off deadly instant kill combos with weapons that trigger at the beginning of a battle or after another weapon is fired, or small augments to make your weapons fire faster, harder, or even making them set your opponents on fire. It is because of the simplicity of Vanessa's deadliness that I recommend her to newer players coming to the game. While you do need to focus on finding items that benefit one another, almost all of her items help her deal damage or deal damage themselves, and finding at least minor synergies amongst this is an easy task, even for the novice merchant. This is not the only way to play Vanessa, however. She has plenty of ways of which to dispose of her opponents, and a few different ways to play entirely. She can, for example, look to perform a one-hit knockout with larger, deadlier weapons, slower at firing, but if boosted beyond belief by the rest of her items, can devastate an opponent in one single shot. Or, as mentioned briefly before, she has pretty decent access to fire damage, and with the right hero powers or items, she can certainly set the world ablaze. Tanking up and stalling out your opponent isn't impossible with Vanessa either. It is certainly more difficult, but if you find the correct armor and healing items, then this is an option for you. Alternatively, Vanessa does have her own special archetype, aquatic items. These range from boats to dams, but more importantly, fish. Whether she summons an army of fish to deal excessive damage for her, or she leans into the aquatic archetype's plentiful dazes, leaving your opponent stunned, these items open up a plethora of other options for Vanessa players. Vanessa may be on the run, but don't for a second think that makes her weak. She is proud and ambitious and will stop at nothing to see herself free once again. Make the stars align for her and her crew as you set up deadly combos, setting them off like perfectly choreographed fireworks displays, leaving nothing but a trail of bodies from the docks to the bank, her eyes firmly set on freedom. Whoever you want to play or however you want to play them, I look forward to seeing you in the Bazaar. I've been Gamesplay Greg, and I'll catch you in the next class preview. Ciao.